So we're in Unit 3, and this is the first lab where we're starting with hydrocarbons. So we're going to be looking at complete and incomplete combustion. So a couple things in this lab that we're designing to do is, of course, looking to make your observations and design a data table. Then there'll be questions based on the observations that we have right here. First thing I want to talk about is just the gas production first. All right, you can see I've got some contraption right over here. This is called a pneumatic trough, and this little solid that you see here is some calcium carbide, right? So it's just CaC2. So it's ionic carbon, which is a little bit strange. So what we're going to do right here is we're just going to put it into water, nothing else. And this is how we generate our gas. So it gets generated inside here, and it bubbles up through the tube there just a little bit. I didn't get a lot there. Let's do that again. Let's try that again. And now I'm filling these tubes not randomly, but I'm going to fill them up with half filled with gas, completely filled with gas, quarter filled with gas, and a tenth filled with gas. And as I pull it up, the remaining volume that wasn't there is simply air, right? So it's just simply air that's going to rush in. Air which is about 20% oxygen and about 80% nitrogen. So what we're going to do is we're going to light them on fire and see what the products are like from what we can observe. All right, so let's get started with the first one here. All right, let's start with the full. And before we start here, let's light our candle. This is the ethine full, no air, 100% ethine. Still burning there at the mouth. See, it's burning, it's still burning at that air gas interface. It's still burning. I think it's done now. So that took quite a while. So make your observations there about where did it burn, all right? How long did it burn, all right? And yeah, how much soot was created. And yeah, there was, you can see a lot less soot for the full one here, just because it burned pretty much right at the mouth. So let's try half full now. I'm gonna try this one half full. So again, we have a lit splint. This is half full. Still have some burning right there. All right, again, something similar, not exactly the same. Again, look at the state of the test tube. How long did it take? How long did it take for it to burn? Where did it burn? All right, let's go quarter full. I'm just putting my finger over it. It's a little bit less dense than air, so if I took my thumb out, eventually it would leak out. Not horribly, but so let's put this together here. Definitely a little bit different. And even sound. Make sure you've got the sound there. If you heard that. Look at the amount of soot that we have. Again, where did it burn? So we're looking for all those characteristics. This one's quarter filled. Did you see that? What color was the flame? Here, you might want to repeat that and look at that a couple of times. I even blew out my that wooden splint right over there. All right, note the sound, note the soot that's inside. All right, so note all those ones. Now, couple things to help you with the questions in your lab, not the least of which is what's inside here. All right, so just to give you a clue, we put calcium carbide inside. We ended up with a flammable gas. We know it's flammable. You guys just saw that. So I want to open this up. And I'm going to put some red litmus inside. The red litmus turned blue. All right, that should give you a really good clue to what actually is inside that solution right there. All right, so just to summarize here, we're burning with full test tube full of it's the ethane gas. That's the flammable gas. And we've got half filled with air, quarter filled, 3/4 filled with air, and then 1/10. So you saw two different types of combustion there. So you saw your complete and incomplete, which are two separate reactions. All right, so we've got, we definitely have two separate reactions here. When you write it up, don't worry about the carbon monoxide. There's little to no carbon monoxide actually created, but you saw that we've got definitely two different carbon products here. All right, you can visually see that. Your two different carbon products. All right.